How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Paper Mario. In the last episode, we started off at Goomba Village, made our way over to Toad Town. Of course, along the way, we encountered one of Bowser's first minions, the Goomba King, easily squashed him out of the picture, and we of course arrived at Toad Town. And of course, our main goal today is to start heading over towards Shooting Star Summit, because the Star Spirits are waiting for us. Like I promised earlier, we are at Toad Town now, so I might as well go ahead and do some mini exploration. There are still a lot of things we can do. In fact, if I start heading down towards the southern area, we are actually unfortunately blocked off at the moment. If I speak with the Toad, these building materials used to be stacked by the road, but they all came down. When that earthquake hit, unfortunately, it's impossible to go south of the side of the town with all these scattered wood. Don't worry, we'll restack it as quickly as possible. I know it's inconvenient, but please bear with us while we get everything in order. So that pretty much limits a lot of the things we can explore right off the bat. And there's some parts of Toad Town, of course, the unexplored and explorable parts that we can't encounter now just because it's not part of the story at the moment. Even like this part. Hey, what's up? Good to meet you, bud. Rolf, I can't speak. Rolf's the name. I'm starting me up a little business in Toad Town. Still setting up though. I want to see you back here when we open, alright? And I believe after chapter 1 is when they open, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, I can't really do anything right now. There's the post office, the Toad House. Yeah, that's not a big deal. But if we start heading out towards the east side of Toad Town, we do see some toads, but the color palette's a little different. In fact, it's honestly quite similar to the one we saw in the last episode from the Koopa Bros. That makes somewhat of a similarity. Let's speak with them. It's dangerous out there. I wouldn't go. Yeah, you shouldn't go. Nope, no go. Sorry, but no. Alright, so they're the ones blocking our ability to head towards the east side. If I try to go here, Merlin is out. I said Merlin is out, so he must be out. So yeah, I think the more that you... Yeah, so we can't go into that house. Merlin, who owns that place, is not available. So let's just go ahead and start making our way north. In fact, we see what is left of Peach's castle. Just debris, really. Not much. I can't believe that Princess Peach castle was here just a little while ago. Wow, I was in the castle when it started to shake, but my lightning quick feet got me out. I know Luigi made it out along with a few others, but everyone else was taken. In fact, since we have time, I will go ahead and start making our way over to Luigi's house since Toad brought it up. In fact, one thing I didn't mention about Goombario's ability in the overworld, like every partner will have, if you do, I believe it's up or down, it's C down on the 64 controller, Goombario will give a little bit of details as to the area you are currently at when you do the title ability. So this is the west entrance to Toad Town. In case you couldn't tell, it's the main gate. The Phantom Gate and the star emblem on the ground symbols of this fair town. Goomba Village, where my house is a brief journey west from here. You'll find a very smart toad named Rusty living in this town. He knows a lot of useful information for adventurers. You'll also find shops that sell various items. Oh yeah, there's also a dojo. So yeah, pretty much every section of the world does have some useful information to keep in mind. Anytime you need to get some quick info, Goombario is the one. And now we see our boy Luigi. I wonder what my brother Mario is doing right now. He's like, oh no, yo, whoa, Mario, it's good to see you. And you're alright. After all that castle craziness, I was really worried about you. I ran outside just as the earthquake started, so I managed to escape in time. He's like, what? He's like, oh, and you are? And who are you? I'm Goombario. Nice to meet you. I see. Great. Just great. You're on an exciting adventure with Mario. Talk about unfair. See, someone has to look after this house, so I can't leave. Oh well, take care of Mario, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much Luigi's excuse for not being able to have an adventure with us, because, you know, someone has to take care of the house. Anything here? So no, nothing in our house that's useful, but we do have our house with a pipe. Other than that, not really anything in terms of something that we can really do. Oh well, we do have the mailbox though. No mail though. However, if you do want to go inside the house, there's not really too much to explore here, other than just, you know, you also get this, I think it's scoreboard, yeah. So this just gives you details on your adventures, and many of the blanked out things are just things we haven't encountered yet. You know, that's just for personal references, and then you can go down here, but we don't have the ability to do so yet, just because we're prevented from doing that right now. Here's the box of letters where Just Mario goes. It's empty right now. And then if you want to take a nap, we have enough of our health and HP and all that, so we're good. So we did some exploration over there, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and start now heading to Shooting Star Summit. Let's go ahead and start doing what we're supposed to be doing. There's many other buildings I have yet to have shown you guys, but of course, as the series goes on, we will go ahead and show you in due time, just because as of now, it's either not interesting or obviously not required for the story at the moment. So now that we passed Peach's Castle's grounds, let's go ahead and make our way east towards Shooting Star Summit. So the only thing we are aware of as of right now is that one of the Star Spirits is held at Koopa Bros Fortress. However, we technically don't know that part yet. As the player, we know that because we saw that in the opening sequence before the end of the episode when Candy Koopa went over to Bowser to explain to her everything that was going on. After we foiled Hula Goomba King's plan to, try to stop us from going any further. But as of right now, Mario just has to get to Shooting Star Summit. Let me see. In fact, under the summit, there's this house. I forget which fortune teller this one is. Ah, my. I foresaw your arrival, Mario. My name is Merlin. I am studying fortune telling. My noble calling is to read fortunes while looking absolutely ravishing. I can help you find what you seek. My twinkle star will show you all that is hidden in my mind. Tell me, shall I read your fortune? And now we're good. And then this chest right here, there's nothing. There's significance to this chest, but I'll explain that later when we get to it, so I'm not gonna worry about that now. So that was Merlovely. I think her fortunes are based on anything that's useful in the game. In case, I think if you're ever stuck, you can always talk to her, and you can get some useful information in terms of like what you're supposed to do next. Get clues as to what you should do to progress further. We don't need to worry about that. I got that all right here. Some of it more credible than others, but we'll forget about that part. I am the famous Merlin of Shooting Star Summit. I collect star pieces. I have the biggest collection. Mister, do you have any star spirits? If you do, I'll swap for some cool badges for you. How about it? Let's swap. So this is what I was explaining earlier. Merlot is the one that collects star pieces for his collection, and of course we have them, and of course badges are the one thing we always want to make sure we keep a lookout for. So let's see what he has. Of course, the more expensive they are, the more useful they will be. That pretty much should be self-explanatory. Other than that, chill out keeps you from being hit by a first strike. Don't really care about that. That's pretty much just being able to do that on your own. Payoff, the more damage Mario takes, the more coins he receives. Don't really care for that either. Coins are not exactly a big issue in this game. They can be if you continuously run away from battles a lot, but that's not something I'm going to worry about. But what I do want is attack FXA. That is more just a cosmetic badge, as you probably saw. Let me go ahead and read the description. It changes the sound effects when Mario's attacking. So really that's the, what is it called again? I can't even remember. The attack FX badges are really meant for just cosmetics. So I'll show you right here. See? Pretty much when you hit an enemy with a jump or a hammer, it creates a sound effect. And A is one of my favorites. I believe it goes from A to F if I'm not mistaken, so there's a total of like 6 or 5. I really don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember which ones are available. And you can pretty much find a lot of them either throughout the game. This is the one that you can purchase. I just like it for the sound effects. That's really it. You don't get any more power boost from it, but hey, anything cosmetic is still a bonus, right? It's kind of like that old saying with RGB, you get more frames per second with RGB, guys. Remember that. Remember that. It's a good life hack to learn. Alright, so enough foolishness. We can already see Eldstar on the very top of the summit. If we make our way over, I believe there's also a star piece over here if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. Is it? Oh, no. Never mind. No, guys, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to him for the important cutscene. Welcome, Mario. We've been waiting for you. We're the 7 Star Spirits. Our job is to grant the wishes of good people from our home in Starhaven, a place high above the sky. We're going to tell you something incredibly important. Please listen carefully. The other day, Bowser and his followers invaded our peaceful Starhaven. They stole our prized treasure, the Star Rod, which we've cared for since the beginning of time. The Star Rod is powerful beyond belief. It can grant any wish. For as long as we can remember, Bowser had been making wishes like, for instance, I'd like to trounce Mario, or I want Princess Peach to like me. Of course, stars ignore such selfish wishes. As a result, his wishes were never granted. Bowser, that fiend. When he found out that we were ignoring his wishes, he came and stole the Star Rod so he could grant his own wishes. He seems content right now, mainly because he defeated you and captured the princess. Soon enough, though, I fear he will wish for more, and then terrible things will happen. It is the responsibility of the 7 Star Spirits to keep the Star Rod safe and use it properly. We must get the Star Spirits back from Bowser and return it to the rightful place. In order to do this, Mario, we need your help. Sadly. Sorry, I'm trying to do voices. Sadly, right now, you are not strong enough to challenge Bowser. He has made himself all-powerful by making wishes to the Star Rod. He's terrible to behold. Once the 7 Star Spirits are reunited in Star Haven, we can give you the power to fight Bowser, even in his newfound strength. With our help, you can prevail. Mario, we are. Alas, we nearly exhausted our power to talk to you. Although it looks like you're there beside you, it is only an illusion. We're using all our strength to communicate with you over a great distance, but even now, our strength is fading. We've been caught and being held by Bowser's followers in different places throughout the Mushroom Kingdom. Please, Mario. First of all, you must rescue us. In order to take the Star Rod back from Bowser and save Princess Peach, we need your help. Please, Mario. You are our last hope, and we will... Mario, it looks like things are a lot more serious than I thought. Do you think the princess is going to be alright? I'm really worried about her. Oof, so that was a lot to take in. So we now know that the 7 Star Spirits are all captured and scattered around the kingdom, and it's our job to save them. But we're given a Peach cutscene. Let's see. Mario's probably hurt. Everyone's in prison. The Mushroom Kingdom will be destroyed if things continue the way they're going. Something must be done. If only somebody could help me. Bowser coming in like a head of it. Oh, my dear Princess Peach. How are you doing this fine day?
It's no use waiting for Mario this time, my dear. We're so high above the sky right now. Even Mario doesn't have a chance of reaching us.
You know, Princess, as long as I have the Star Rod, no one in the Mushroom Kingdom can touch it. You know the power that grants everyone's wishes? It's mine. Isn't that just wonderful?
Imagine what it's like down in the kingdom. Your subjects must be so upset because their wishes aren't granted. Oh, how delightful. They deserve it for the way they've treated us Koopas over the years.
If you want anything, all you need to do is ask me, Princess. I grant wishes. Of course, I only grant requests that I like. Anyway, think about it. You take care, Princess Peach. Enjoy your stay here.
You watch yourself, Princess. You better not cause trouble.
Well, they are just nasty.
Oh, please, if somebody could help me.
Huh? Knock off that racket.
Let's see what we have here. An adorable little star. Hi, Princess Peach. Pleased to meet you. My name is Twink. But you're a star kid, aren't you? How'd you get up here? I came from Star Haven to grant your wish. It's our job to grant wishes, you know. Oh, you came because I wish that somebody could help me. Yes, of course. Oh, that's just great. Thank you so much for coming. Here's my wish. Go right now and take that Star Rod back from Bowser, okay? Think you can do it? Sorry, that's a little much for a novice star like me. Maybe one of the honorable star spirits from Star Haven could grant a wish like that. I'm so sorry, Princess. Please ask for something easy, something a small star can do. Then, can you take me away from here? Everyone in my castle has been captured and I have to save them all as soon as possible. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't grant that wish either. I'm afraid. Actually, I just got called up to the sky a day ago, so I can't do big wishes yet. If I were a more splendid star, maybe I can actually help. Oh, it's alright. Don't be sad, Twink. Mario will definitely do something to save us all. He's probably coming right now. Oh, Twink! Do you think you can find Mario? I want you to give this to him. This is a lucky star, isn't it? Okay, I'll do it, Princess Peach. I'll fly to the Mushroom Kingdom just as quick as I can.
Twink is such an adorable little star. I like the theme that accompanies them too. It's quite fitting.
Oh wait, Twink, wait 1 second. Can you also please tell Mario that I'm fine and he shouldn't worry, okay? Can you tell him that? Of course. I'll tell you exact words, Princess Peach. Definitely. Now don't despair. I'll be back soon, so stay safe until I return, okay?
Mario, where are you? Oof, well that was certainly a lot to take in. So the Star Spirits have been captured. Bowser's greediness got to him, could have contained it, and now has done himself the action of taking all the Star Spirits and guarding them. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, so sorry. I'm in a huge hurt. Yay! Oh, you're Mario, aren't you? Thank the stars I found you.
Yeah, Twink is too excited. That's nice.
How do you do? I'm Twink. Princess Peach asked me to bring something to you. Yes, here it is. This is it. Take it.
And we received the next valuable star key item, the Lucky Star, a star-shaped pendant. Let's use the action command.
That's the Lucky Star from Princess Peach. Now that's it. Now that it's yours, you can use the action command. May I take a moment to explain what action command is?
No.
This is important, Mario. I think you'll want to know about it.
No.
Oh, okay, great. I don't even have to explain.
Twink was just lucky he didn't have to do all the extra work.
Once you understand how to use the action command properly, you'll be even more powerful.
Terrific. We'll be much tougher in battle now. Here you are.
What? It can't be. You were following me?
What a foolish star kid. I knew that if I followed you, I'd find Mario. If I defeat Mario right now, I'll be famous. I'll tell Cammy Koopa, she'll shower me with praise. She'll give me a raise. Oh, okay, spit bars. I see this magic Koopa. Here I come. Alright, so this is more of a tutorial battle than an actual significant battle. This is just really to explain action commands, or really to teach us more about action commands. This is Mega Koopa. Mega Koopas use magical rods. Max HP of 8 with attack power of 3 and no defense. Magic attacks are no joke, Mario. You better take these guys seriously. Alright, so instead of the tutorial telling us action commands are just a way of getting more power if you do the command correctly. So I'll just go ahead. Before, when we did normal attacks, we were never given the prompt below, press A right before landing. Normally you would just be bound to 1. If you do time it correctly, this is what you should see. Hopefully I do it right. There you go. You see that pretty much like a nice command, and you do a little bit more damage. And then we do it again. Now we can do 2 instead of 1. And same thing for our partners. They can also do that as well. So that would have been like 4 or 5 more turns of doing that, which normally would be brought down to 2. So that's why action commands are super helpful. Make sure you do them. If you guys aren't comfortable with them, practice. Practice does make perfect, because you definitely don't want to be messing up, especially in the late game. That's happened to me before. Let's hope that doesn't happen now.
Well done, Mario. You're as strong as they say. I know that you'll be able to defeat Bowser. I'm going to return to Princess Peach's side. I'm not strong enough to really help her, but at least I can tell you you're okay. Well, Mario, see you later.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Oh dear, I almost forgot to tell you that the message from Princess Peach. I'm alright, so don't worry about me. That's exactly what she said. I'll get the feeling, though, that she's very lonely. Anyway, I'll do my best to help the both of you, but please be brave. You must save Princess Peach.
Bye, Twink. There he goes. Back to Bowser's castle. What a brave little guy. Okay, Mario, let's get down to business. Alright, so now to follow up. Star Spirits, all captured, scattered around the kingdom. And of course, Bowser hasn't made it any easier by employing his own minions to do all the dirty work for him. Oh, Mario! Merlin was looking for you. He lives in that house with the spinning roof. He's asked me to tell you to go to meet him at his house. I was just about to go look for you, but here you are. It's rare for Merlin to call somebody over to his house. He's a bit eccentric. Even he has visitors. It's rare for him to come out of the house at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's the hullabaloo. Merlin is out. Wait, why do you keep on knocking? I'm telling you he's out. Oh. Hey man, what the hell? What the? Why is someone sleeping in front of my house? Wait a minute, that face seems very familiar to me. Oh, maybe, no. Yes, it must be. You're Mario. I've been waiting for you. You should have come earlier. Well, here you are now. Come in. Thank you. Where to begin? My name is Merlin. I'm a wizard. When I was reading the stars the other day, an oracle came to me. What I discovered is very important, and it concerns you. But before I tell you about it, there are other things of which I must speak. It is a very long story, but I'll shorten it. Where should I start? It was in the old days. One of my ancestors was up at the Shooting Star Summit, and as usual, one day it happened. Suddenly, a great appealing and I appeared, and I standing face to face. Then the faraway, the pious raised me up. Was amazing. I was still so young then. I believed in, but our hearts were, and then so. And that is all that matters. Huh? Hey, Mario, were you listening to me? Oh, alright. So anyway, that is why I am able to help you. If you get lost during your adventure, you can come to me. I can predict the path you should take for a small price. Right now, your main goal must be to save Princess Peach as quickly as is humanely possible. But, according to my second sight, your path must first take you to the great fortress of the Koopa Bros. To reach the Koopa Bros fortress, head east on the road in front of the Toad House. Understood. Alright, so I believe if I'm remembering correctly, Merlin, the magician that we just saw, he's the one that gives you helpful insight as to what you should do next, for a small fee, of course, so just to not make the game completely one-sided. And he said we should be taking this road, but as we saw, these weird toad color palettes were kind of standing in our way. Let's see what happens when we talk to them now. You don't want to go out there. It's way too dangerous. Going to Koopa Bros Fortress would be a huge mistake. Definitely don't go. Most of all, you shouldn't go ask for old man Merlin for help. That would be really bad news for us. I mean for you. Don't even think about it. These guys are bullies. Okay. So now that he kind of get that last Toad, Koopa, whatever, kind of told us not to go to Merlin, let's go to Merlin. You know, you never listen to the people that are trying to stop you. Oh, Mario, you want me to predict the path you should take? It will cost 5 coins. Is that acceptable? No. Okay, I forgot you're actually supposed to talk to him, not like go to the right here. Come again? Strange toads blocking the east side of Toad Town. That shouldn't be. That's ridiculous. Such things should never been heard of. Never. I'll get to the bottom of this. Follow me over there. I'll see what's going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and follow him. And of course, you can beat him in a race if you want to. It doesn't really do anything. Just gives you, some brownie points. And then he just skips over. Okay. Hey, I told you that you couldn't pass. Take off. You aren't toads, are you? We don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, what gives? Ask anyone. We're just cute, ordinary toads hanging out. Reveal your true selves. Just as I thought. You're the Koopa Bros. How'd you guess it was us? We were perfectly disguised. Shucks. Black, yellow, green. We're retreating for now. Mario, those are imposters. We're none other than the Koopa Bros. You must pursue them to their hideout, the Koopa Bros Fortress. Oh, and Mario, there's one part of the fortune you haven't revealed. To get the Koopa Bros Fortress, you'll need help from a blue shell Koopa. This is a strange portent. In Koopa Village, you might find something that'll clear it up. And must return home for now. Also, one thing I haven't mentioned is if you do see any red text, that does mean something very significant to the story. So it's always good to keep in mind that bit of information in case you ever forget. That's just one thing to keep in mind. Other than that, before we head out, there really isn't much we can do right now. At least here. Ooh, let's see. Greetings. This is Paracarry. The name's Paracarry. I deliver letters. Yeah, so long. This is the post office. You can read any letters that arrive for you and for your other party members. Please drop by now and then check to see if you received any mail. Well, oh, you seem to have some mail. Which one would you like to read? And we also get a letter from Goombario, from the red and blue Goomba. Goombario, you were a lot stronger than you look. We figured you were just some punk Goomba hanging around with Mario. Anyway, you proved yourself to us, and you showed us that being good is as important as being strong. So, when you come back, do you think maybe we could be friends? Please say yes. We'll be raiding red and blue Goomba Bros. Yeah, that sounds kind of desperate. I don't fucks with desperate. Alright, so now that we cleared up the path finally to head over, let's see. This does give us the introduction to Chapter 1, Storming Koopa Bros Fortress. And also one kind of thing I always do want to mention, I know that kind of felt weird how I paused at that time. If you do wait a little bit long enough after that intro, you do get to hear a remix of the Super Mario Bros. 3. No, Super Mario Bros. Is it Super Mario Bros. 3? I think it. Oh, is it? Whatever, doesn't matter. Chapter 1, Storming Koopa Bros. Fortress. Alright, so that does takes us into the beginnings of Chapter 1. Okay, so pretty much other than just a couple of battling along the way, there are going to be, pretty much like your standard Mario game, there's a lot to really keep in mind. There's going to be just a lot of exploration, you're going to have to do a lot of puzzles, battling enemies, and a lot of backtracking in certain scenarios. Let's just go ahead and title on this. This is a Koopa Troopa. Everybody knows Koopa Troopas. Their battles as follows. Max HP of 4 with attack power of 1 and a defense power of 1. Their shells are hard. If you can flip them over, their defense power will fall to 0 and it'll become much easier for you to defeat. You can flip them with the power block or just a jump attack. And also, one thing I forgot to mention is if you do press the A button right before they attack you, you can block it for 1 defense point. Meaning, say for example, like that Goomba, since it can only do 1 damage, if you do a successful block with the action command, you don't take damage. Always good to keep, always good to block. Always keep that in mind. You never want to just be exposed. Unless you want to be put in a dangerous situation. That's very situational, but you know, if you have the items, go ahead and do it. Let me see. Other than that, there's really not much to do other than just these few battlings. I obviously don't want to go too far into this, but if we can make it far enough, then that'll be good. But of course, as Merlin told us, one of the big steps to do is to go ahead to Koopa Village to find a blue-shelled Koopa. He somehow is going to help us on our journey. I guess we'll soon see what that means. I think there's also hidden blocks, but I don't think I can find it. You know, forget it. Darn. Alright, I'm gonna do the hammer because I don't. And also, if you hold left, release, that is also an action command for your hammer. Very useful to have indeed as well. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, perfect. And I don't think there's anything else. Alright, so we got the Dizzy Attack badge. Deliver a blow that makes an enemy dizzy and unable to move. Honestly, I don't rate that badge highly. It is very good in situations, but other than that, I really don't find that badge that useful. I never equip it myself. I'm honestly just going to keep the ones I have for now. Just getting a lot of items right now. I'm going to want to avoid that Koopa because I know... Switch. First turn. And pretty much like I said in the last episode, which again shouldn't be have to be said, but first strikes are still very important. You always want to get them. Just, you know, kind of prolong. It just kind of shortens the battle a little bit more. You do get the upper edge, and of course, any extra damage you can take. I can't speak today, guys. I don't know what's going on. Any extra damage you can take on enemies is going to be very helpful. Could be the game changer in many situations. Probably be more noticeable towards the end of the game, and even in certain situations here. But that's just being noticed. Hey. Alright, so now that we can flip the switch. Is this the bridge? Perfect. Alright, so, oh, there's an enemy up there. You can probably see that. But we are hitting pretty much at the time limit that I'm expecting us to be at. Wait, no, I'd rather, because I don't want to be left with that. And honestly, if there's only one damage, why there's any need to do that, doesn't matter. Perfect. Alright. Just star points. Not really too much excitement going on right now. But, pretty much after this Goomba, or, you know, with that Goomba. Oh, damn, okay. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to shift this card as well. Never mind. So Goomba is going to be next. One thing that I didn't really like too much about Paper Mario is with the partners. As you can see, there is no health meter around Goombario. So you're thinking, how much health does he have? In fact, if we attack, we will see right now. You are injured. You cannot move. So one thing that I didn't like about this game is that all your partners pretty much only have 1 health. Or they take damage based on the amount the enemy did, and they will be out for that amount of turns. So that is also one thing to keep in mind, is that your partners aren't really meant to be your shield, unless you're put in a situation where you have to attack first, or you have to be put in a situation to where when you attack, you're going to be doing the final blow. Because your partners are not meant to take any hits unless it's supposed to be the case. Just keep that in mind. If it has to be for like a shield to prevent Mario from getting hit, do that. But other than that, just keep in mind that your partners only have HP limited to how much damage they can take. So it's pretty much Mario is going to be your main battler. But after that small piece of information, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys, for today. We'll just leave it here. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Did hope you enjoyed. We made our way to Shooting Star Summit. We were able to talk with the Star Spirits. They did inform us that they are all scattered around in certain parts of the Mushroom Kingdom, pretty much imprisoned in cards by Bowser's minions that he's employed to stop us. And it's just our duty to go ahead and get them all. You know, it's going to be a long journey, very difficult, but of course, as Mario, we can prevail. And our first stop is going to be going over towards Koopa Bros Fortress to get the first one over there. We still have a decent amount of journey to make over. We have to head over to Koopa Village first anyways. So guys, this has been your boy Ron, and until next time, I will see you guys back here as we continue making our way over to the Koopa Bros Fortress, but we will be making a pit stop at Koopa Village. I will see you guys then. Take care.